Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Good evening. Welcome to today's Sunday edition of question and answer session about love, life, and well-being. In case you are going to watch for the first time, I hope you will be able to like and follow this page together with this YouTube channel. Please subscribe not to miss the next Sunday session. Welcome here, share, tag a friend. If you watched last week's session and any other sessions, thank you so much for always finding time. Every Sunday from 1 p.m. all the way to 2 p.m. East African time, we have this Sunday therapy where both men and women ask questions about life, love, and well-being. So feel free to ask your question on the comment section right now. If you're not able to ask that question, you can send me to my inbox and I will be able to read your questions without mentioning your name. So welcome here. Feel free to share the video. I receive all your greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very fine. Thank you for tuning in on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Type your question on the comments. If I'm not able to respond, some of the viewers who are watching will be able to respond to your question. Where is your question today? Anita has the first question here. Thank you so much, Anita. Help out, please. How long can you give a guy that goes silent on you whenever they are having issues? Thank you so much. In my YouTube channel, I've talked about silent treatment. It's not a very good sign, especially if somebody goes quiet on you for more than 3 days. It's not a good sign when eventually you decide to be together. It shouldn't go beyond 3 days. If it's going beyond 3 days, something is wrong. Probably the person has more issues or is trying to avoid you. Actually, the person is avoiding those issues. So more than 3 days, maybe that's not a good person for you. Amina Nabkenya, why is dating handsome guys a tug of war? I don't know what you mean. A tug of war. It's not about being handsome or not good looking. It's just people have bad behaviors and bad habits. If it's a tug of war for you, every time you meet a handsome man, then maybe you need to change the men you are attracted to. But it's not always about the looks. People just behave badly, regardless of their looks. I receive all your greetings. I'm just picking out the questions after you have said good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm just posting your names on the screen. Otherwise, it's a question and answer session. Just as Anita has asked the first question together with Amina, I'm waiting for your question on the comments right now. What is your question? Thank you so much for the greetings. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a question, feel free to put it on the comment section. What is your question today? Amina, help me out to understand the term love is blind. Amina, thank you so much for your second question. Love is blind because sometimes when you love somebody deeply, you ignore the red flags. You ignore the bad behaviors of that person because your mind and your brain is already corrupted with this person that you're in love with. And that is infatuation. You love somebody to an extent to allow him to do any bad things to you. You know that he is behaving badly, but you still love him anyway, regardless. So you're blind to what this person is hurting and doing to you. You need to open your eyes and love somebody who loves you, not somebody who is hurting you and giving you hell. But there are many people who are blinded with other things, not only the looks, but also the money, the location, and obviously desperation. You just want to be in a relationship as much as you can. So I hope that answers your questions, Amina. Matthew Elogu, thank you for your question. Why is it not easy to find a trusted partner? Thank you for your question. Yeah, these days it's not so easy. It's not easy because people have wrong intentions. Most people don't have the right intentions of dating. Most men want sex and most women want relationships. So two people fooling each other. Matthew may be wanting sex only and the lady wants a relationship. So eventually people discover they have been cheating on each other, they have been fooling each other, and it's not easy to trust them. But there are many reasons why also people don't trust each other these days. The opportunities to date, to meet people have become very easy. As I always say, these days it's very easy to find somebody online and begin flirting with them and even meet with them face to face. So the process of chasing a woman or looking for a partner has become easier than before the social media era. And also people don't trust each other because of the past. What they have gone through, they don't want to go through the same situation. But I hope you get somebody who you can trust as Matthew. Thank you for your question and help me to share the video. The next question here is Joey Natukunda. My question is, someone can ask you to be with him in love, but if you agree to that, after some months, they start miss your messages and calls. Natukunda Joey, is it a long distance relationship? If it's long distance, expect that. And one of the reasons is because it's taking too long to see each other face to face. My message to anyone who is always in this situation, you meet a person, you begin talking with them the first 2 weeks, first 2 months, everything is okay. But after 6 months, the person does not call you, does not pick up, is ever online. As a man, and in my experience, people get tired. In fact, people don't want long distance relationship. It's just too much work. So my message to you, Natukunda, I'm assuming this is long distance. The solution is go and see each other as soon as possible. Anita, you're welcome. Thank you. Innocent Kabea, when you're dating a girlfriend, how can you know this person is very serious about it in love? Innocent Kabea, thank you so much for your question. Serious people will always do the things you request them to do to you by actions. If you know that they are doing certain things that you don't like, or makes you to doubt them, or makes you not to believe about the plans they have for you, if they don't do those things that you want, then probably she's not in love with you. She's in love with something else. But actions will say everything. Anything that you talk about, whatever you talked about last week or 2 weeks ago, look at the discussions you've been having and the plans that both of you have. If there is no action going on, then somebody's being played and fooled and it could be you. Actions speak louder than the words. But thank you so much for your question, Innocent Kabea. For all of you just sharing the video, thank you. This is a weekly Sunday session, questions and answers about love, life, and well-being. So feel free to type your question on the comment and we will go through it. Grace Mundetuva, Benjamin, what should one do when he comes back again and he is so serious, now confused? Thank you for your question, Grace. I think the best thing to do is first of all to ask yourself, why did you break up? That's the first question. If my ex-girlfriend came back to me, I know the reasons why we broke up. So if those reasons have been solved completely, if it was cheating, if it was long distance, if it was abuse, if it was misusing you, if these things have been solved permanently, then we can begin talking and try it again. Or if that person has grown up, become mature. But normally I don't encourage you to allow a person, especially a man, coming back to you and telling you that, hey, let's do this thing again together. In my experience, as a man and as Benjamin, a majority of the men, they don't miss you. They don't need you, Grace. They just need those moments you had together. And mostly it's sex. So unless this person has fully changed, become a responsible gentleman, knows what he wants, and he is not running away from the other women, probably has impregnated a few more women and wants to come back to you, if he has not stopped all those things, don't go back. The person may be looking for two things, sex and money from you. And if you deny them, you will see again his true colors. But who knows? Let me ask the audience, can someone go back to you? Can someone come back to you and it works? That is the question. That is the question. Can a person, an ex, come back and the two people again stay together? Is it possible? Thank you so much for your wishes. Thank you. So Grace, all the best. Thank you for your question today. Joey, how long should I take to fall in love again when I was once heartbroken? Thank you for your question. The length depends with you. As I said last Sunday, if you can love again and you are okay to be hurt again, then you're ready. If you know that you can risk again another relationship, then you're ready. But if you know you cannot risk it again, the heartbreak, then take your time. The length, 2 years minimum. At least you need 2 years to recover and to learn from your mistakes. Otherwise, if you start another relationship as soon as possible after you have been heartbroken or you have gone through a divorce and you want to get married quickly to forget about the divorce, you will hurt yourself and you will be carrying all these bad things that you have in your heart from your past relationship to the other innocent person. So you need time to grow and learn and recover and go back to your normal senses. 2 years for me is enough for me, especially if you are really in love, really deeply in love, more than 5 years together. You need 2 years to fully recover and be sober again. Janet Aki, is it Aki or Ake? Thank you for your question. Why good women don't get good men? Thank you for your question. I think this question was also asked last Sunday. Most good women attract bad men. There are many reasons. Most of these ladies, when you listen to their stories, they believe that they can change the man. This man is a bad boy, but I think because I'm a very good lady, I can actually transform Benjamin to become a responsible person. So one of the reasons is they strongly believe that if I stay with him, he will stop all these things and he will become a good man. He's actually a good man. And some of the ladies are in this situation. They think that it's their responsibility to make the man to become a good person. On the other hand, is this a lady who has hope, false hope, that one day this guy will stop doing all these things. A very bad hope. And you find such a lady is in love with this person, thinking that I'm going to use myself as an example. Benjamin is actually a good man, but there are things that he does which are not really good. So this good lady convinces herself that there's a good Benjamin. There's some good Benjamin inside this guy. In short, they are dating or being together with somebody who is not the person they wanted. He's just a human being, he's just a man in their life, and they are hoping that beyond hope, something good is in this guy. And those ladies get heartbroken. They keep on being used and misused. And obviously, one of the other reasons is those ladies have accepted. They have normalized. I normally say you have normalized everything in that relationship. So if the man is abusive, the man is a cheater, the lady has normalized it, because why people keep saying that it's not possible to find another better person out there. Better the devil I know than the angel that I don't know. So you normalize everything. Somebody's cheating on you, somebody's beating you, somebody is isolating you from your family members, and for you it becomes normal. So also the lady, that good lady, if she finds out that self-love is the most important thing, if she begins to love herself, then she will walk away from this kind of a man. But getting a good man is not easy, because also the majority of the men who are at that age of dating to be committed, 28 years and above, most of them have already settled down, or they have gotten somebody. They are already in some entanglements with one or two or three women. So this lady, who I'm assuming the lady you're talking about is good because of her age, and she has attained so many things. She is financially stable. She's an independent woman. At that age where now she's wants to settle down and have this good man who is also mature and financially stable, that man has already settled down. So it goes even to do something with our society and the clock of our society. At what time will I settle down? And if you see in my Meet and Mingle shows, yes, it's true. Most ladies who are looking for a man who is over 35 years, it's very difficult. Those men, most of them, if they're not in entanglements, they're already married, and they have a family. So it becomes difficult for such a good lady to find that good man. I hope I've answered you, Janet, but I don't want to make you to lose hope. There's always a hope of finding a good man for you. Okay, the next question here by Immaculate Mutebi. Hey dear, I have a boyfriend, but whenever he talks to me, only use English. Even if I text him in our language, he responds in English. But when he is with other people, he uses other languages. Immaculate? Interesting. Anyway, I don't know why. Why can't you ask him? Ask him that let's use this other language. Tell him if he's fair enough, he can use your mother tongue. So I hope you tell him that you would like him sometimes to use your language to make communication become better and easier. Just tell him, and I hope he can change. And share the video to him, tag him here today. Language is very important when you want to say how you feel, and if you do not know how to express yourself in your language, it will be very difficult for you to connect with the other person. Just tell him, and tell him politely why you would like him to use that language. Innocent, what make people have been divorced together when the first time they ever loved? Innocent Kabea, can you type a question again very well? I cannot be able to understand. What do you mean? Next question here by Shilo Gachira. How can we come out of this called love is blind? It's really hard. Thank you for your question, Shilo. Love is blind. As I said earlier on, people are blinded with love and forget about the character and the bad things the person is doing. One of the solutions is to love yourself. Just imagine the things you're doing to this person who is hurting you, drama after drama. If you did those things to yourself, if you bought yourself the gifts you have bought for this person, you say onwards from these 2 remaining months before the end of the year, the plans that I had for this person to make him happy, let me treat myself. Let me go on vacation. Let me spend this money on myself. That is the process of getting better. Self-love is everything in this world. If you don't love yourself, then you end up becoming Jesus Christ in someone's life. You want to do the best for them, and they are doing the worst. So begin by loving yourself. Do the things you want to do to this person, to yourself, and you will thank me later on. Okay. Amina's question here, why men these days prefer dating people older than them, saying that age is just a number. Thank you for your question. Yeah, dating somebody who is older than you, it's your preference. It depends with what you want. So those people know the reasons why they want a person. They have their specific reasons why they're dating that person. Joanne, I'm in love with a Nigerian guy. I'm a Filipino. I fall in love with a Nigerian guy and he cheat at me. Joanne, Toby, sorry about that experience. I hope you will heal and get another serious person. Next question here, Wajay. Why is it that you pray for a good man or your own man, but you end up getting a married man and not 1 or 2 are approaching you? Wajayden, thank you so much for your question. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier on, the age, I'm sorry to just keep on saying about the age. If you meet a majority of the men who are over 35, it's very difficult to find that he is actually a single person. Very few of them are very single. If they are single, it's because they have entanglements, which I just mentioned. They have so many women. They have a lot of baby mamas and so many kids in their lives. And so the possibility is, as you get older as a lady, as you're looking for a man of certain age, chances are very high he will always be a married person. They will never tell you. It's your duty to find out if they are married or not. That is your job. But sadly, the reason is most men at a certain age are not alone. They have a family. They have a family. And they will still approach you. Men are still never satisfied. A man will always remain a man, looking for something good, something better, something to cover up of what he's going through in his life and his marriage. If they keep on approaching you, approaching is okay. But you tolerating and taking the relationship more than 6 months without finding out the truth, then you have not done your homework very well. So Jaden, a married man will always still approach you. Sadly, that is our society. But don't push the relationship more than 6 months without finding out the truth. I hope that answers your question. Thank you for today's question. Let's see the next question here. Doreen, what is kissing? Kissing is kissing. Huh? 2 lips exchanging saliva. Shailene, in order to go back to your ex, start a relationship, especially after leaving him because of cheating, is it in order to go back to your ex and start a relationship, especially after leaving him because of cheating with other women? Shailene, my answer to your question is absolutely no. It's not in order. Cheating with other women, should have been cheating with another woman. But with other women, if you're going back to him, especially if you're a lady, I normally say as a joke, you only go back to your ex if you want sex. That's the only reason taking you there. As a lady. But that's not good advice. I wouldn't tell my daughter to do that. So if you're going back to a man, if you really, really missed his sex and you want to have some good time, who are we to stop you from doing that? But you don't go to a cheater and hoping that this time round he's going to be a good man and be responsible and commit to you. People who like cheating, it's very hard for them to stop the habit. But again, I asked that question here earlier on, if you're just joining. Do you think exes can reunite and become a thing again? Case by case. In most cases, it takes years for those people to change. More than 5 years to finally become better people, better person. So it's not in order. Don't do that, Shelly. Don't do that. Do not do that. He just wants sex. And you too, if you want sex, maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying. Tina Kagasi, it's better to heal the wound of heartbreak for 5 years. Okay, thank you. Joanne, I fell in love with an African guy in Nigerian. We are in a relationship, but now he cheated. But he's acting look like we are okay. What can I do? If you can forgive him, Joanne Tobias, this is your decision. If you can forgive him, it's okay. And if he can change, and he has changed, then maybe it can work. But if he is cheating on you over and over and he's acting like most men cheat, and when they are caught, they think that the lady will forgive and forget easily. And I don't think there's any lady who has forgotten somebody who cheated on them. Ladies never forget. Even if it takes 50 years, they will always remember. So if you're a man and you're caught, just like what Joanne is saying here, it's better for you to understand that it's very painful for that person. And gifts and acting like everything is okay, no, things will never be okay, my friend. You have to go back to square one to start the relationship again, especially if you're married. You have to go back and apologize as much as you can. If you want peace, if you really, really want to have peaceful life with this person, you must apologize and then follow it with actions. But Joanne, if this guy does not apologize and tell you that he's sorry and stops the habit, doesn't stop the habit, then what you should do is to leave him alone. Why are you struggling with this person? Why? What does he have that is so sweet that you want to be together with him all the time and he's cheating on you? You're hurting yourself and it's not helpful for you and for your body and for your health. So one of the best solutions is to just peacefully accept, I met a cheater and now let me walk away. Let him deal with the other women that can tolerate this habit. Lucy Gatheru, it's hard, Benjamin, unless you learn how to cope with his or her doings, otherwise you will end up, okay, all right. Sylvia Orina, thank you for your question. Do love exist nowadays? Yes, why not? Love exists. That's why we have people wedding. These people are wedding. Why are they getting these beautiful weddings that we follow online? Why are they getting married? You have to tell yourself over and over that love exists. Love is a beautiful thing. If you really want to settle down and if you want somebody in your life, you profess it over and over. Even God sees your journey. But if you say marriage is a scam or love doesn't exist, then this becomes a belief. And every time you meet a person, you don't give them chance to be close to you. because your mind and your heart, you already made a decision that there's no love. These days, there's no love. These days, marriage is a scam. So if you keep saying that, then every person you meet, you will doubt them, even just a small thing. A person sends you a friend request, sends you a message, good afternoon, Sylvia, can I talk to you? And because you believe that love doesn't exist, then you block this person, you don't respond to their messages, and maybe this person could have been the right match for you. So I don't advocate to the negative beliefs that marriage is a scam or love does not exist. It's not fair to say that, and maybe you were born out of two people who are in love. That's why you're alive. That's a good product. So love exists. In my last Sunday video, I said, yes, true love is very hard to come by. I look at true love of a mother and a child, a firstborn. The way they treat their child, the way they hold their child, the way they play with the child, the way they wish their child to be happy every single day, the way they sacrifice to do everything to make sure that the child is okay. That is pure true love. And I said in last Sunday session, if people can transfer that kind of behaviors, those kind of behaviors of a mother to a child to their relationship, it will be much, much easier for both of them. But Sylvia, as Benjamin, I confidently believe that love exists and it will always be there. Claire, thank you so much. How can I bring back my feelings about love after going through a heartbreak? Claire Jones, thank you so much for your question. It's very difficult after you've been heartbroken. I just mentioned earlier on, in case you're just joining, you need time to recover, at least 2 years. In those 2 years, you should ask yourself, what are you doing to become better? What are you doing to become a better Claire than you were before? And those are the things that you do to yourself, to your body. You keep reading a lot, read about relationships, watch these videos about relationships so that you discover your weaknesses and become a better Claire. And then obviously, if you cannot have more feelings again, you need professional help. There are therapists who will counsel you. You share your story, they listen to you, and probably they will give you direction towards what you really want and what kind of a person you need. They are there. Just search for them online. Relationship experts and therapists who are paid to do that job. But as I always say, after you've been heartbroken, it takes time. It's normal. It's perfectly okay. Cry as much as you can, regret as much as you can, curse as much as you can, but those 2 years that you are healing is a year of reinventing a new Claire. Watch your health. Watch the food that you are eating. Improve on your dressing code. Yeah, pamper yourself. Otherwise, when somebody has walked away from you, it gives you room to do the things that you wanted to do when you are alone. This is the time for you to start new hobbies. Make yourself a better woman. Start up. If you like business, open up your business. If this person moved you away from your family members, go back to them. Go back to your sisters. Some of the people here, once they are too deeply in love, they forget about even their own siblings and cut them off, block them. They don't even want to associate with them. But once you're heartbroken, family again comes back. You have to go back to them. Be closer to them for you to heal quickly, because they are still your blood and they still love you no matter what. All the best, Claire. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Anita Benjamin, please talk about the change of surname. Anita Leonida, changing the name. Very interesting question. Changing the names, the couples. This is according to what you feel and what you want. Two people getting married, especially a lady, changing a name. These days, people include a lady's family name together with a husband's family name. Both of them, if they are allowed in your country, why not? You can have both, just in case things don't work out. Just in case. But I live in a country, Japan, where the family name is very important for them. It's cultural. It's a practice. Once you get married, you just change your name to husband's name. And when you divorce, you go back to your family name again, because they have the records put clearly in the offices about the names and the name changing. So it's your choice. Sometimes adopting this name can help you. I actually asked this question 3 years ago on my Facebook posts. If you get married with a politician, somebody from a family of a politician that is known in your country, will you change the name to be also belonging to that? You can do that because you know that this name is associated with big things. If my son is called so and so, it might make things easier for him. So there are purposes, but it's not really a must. It's not. My mother never changed her name, but I don't think it's really a must. Just go with what will I benefit by changing this name? What will I gain? Okay. Let's see another question here. Innocent Kabir, my question is, why do people get divorced when the first time they have love together? Innocent Kabir, thank you for your question. Yeah, divorce has many reasons. One of the number one reasons is just finance, money. There's no money. That's the number one reason. People are fighting over they have little money. They have so many demands, or the man has too much money. He has forgotten his wife, started adding another wife. So it's all retorting from the money. Money. And then, of course, cheating. Cheating is, and then number 3, abusing. Abusive person, somebody taking you for granted, shouts at you, beats you up, does not respect you. So money, abuse, and cheating. Those 3 will always be there when people divorce. But there are other reasons why people divorce. Very complicated ones. Like a lady cannot have children. Can you imagine that? A man has married a lady and it's taking too long for them to have a child. There are other things like interference from other people. Interference from your family members. Mother-in-law is on your neck as a man, does not want to give you room to grow in your family. So other interferences of other people and the friends who can mislead you. Any friend that you say, this is my best friend, and you are in marriage, you should ask yourself, what kind of friend is this? If this is what she's always telling me, this is the advice she's giving me, to walk away from my husband, to leave him together with our children. If somebody is offering you advice to walk away, they should be willing to offer you solutions. How many people can you go to their homes and say, hey, I have divorced. Can I come and stay in your house for 2 months as I figure out to start life again? How many will say yes? Starting from your sisters or your best friend. How many will accommodate you for 2 good months? Very few people. So your friends can mess you up and enable you guys to divorce. And the same with a man. The friend that you hang out with, play around with, talk around with, associate with, they have the capability of making you mess up your marriage, and they will laugh at you at the end of the day. And most men don't share what they're going through. So if your friend has made you to divorce, the same friend, you will never talk to him about how you are hurting. So friends are very important in this game. I hope I answered your question, Innocent Kabir. But divorce is not really a cool thing. It's a very painful thing. Julia, where can a person get a good man, Mr. Benjamin? That's my question. Where can you get a good man? Very nice question there. A good man is found anywhere. There is no specific place. There is no specific. You can find him online. You can find him in your city where you're staying, at work, a neighbor. Maybe your neighbor is a single guy who is ready to settle. Anywhere, at church, at the gym, My point here is you should be available. Julia Ambogo, you should be available for those good men to see you. Available online, available on inbox, available face to face. Corona is going down, it's coming back again, sadly. You should be available, especially if you want to settle down. Ladies, you need to be available. A man should notice that you're available, strategically seated somewhere, dressed up in a way. If you're walking around in a supermarket and all the time you're wearing headphones, there's no man who's going to approach you. Remember that most men are scared of the fast move. Just fast move. Even for me, if I'm walking and I want to talk to a lady, and the first thing I see, she's putting on the headphones, it means you cannot talk to her. But if by being available and you are in a public place, then you avoid such things like earphones. Smile. Be responsive. Somebody wants to say, even in a funeral, somebody wants to say hello to you, gives you a compliment. I like your dress. I like your necklace. My name is Benjamin. Nice to meet you. Be approachable. Just give a smile and say thank you so that the man can get the confidence to keep on talking to you. But we have so many ladies who have created this wall. Somebody just gives you a compliment. What you see is a cheater, is a liar, is wants sex, wants to use you. Of course, a man wants all those things. But be available as much as you want a good man. Just be available. Tina Kagasi, how can someone get rid of a guy who you don't love and he loves you much and he does not want to let you go? Tina Kagasi, if you don't love him, block him. Stop talking to him. Why are you talking to him and you don't love the guy? Why? Don't meet, don't communicate, don't meet, don't communicate. That's all you need to do. Ignore the phone calls, ignore everything, ignore the plans of meeting face to face. Otherwise, why are you playing with this guy's feelings and emotions? Do you know that there are men who can kill you because you are fooling them? Men who can never take it as you don't want them. They will never take it lightly. They can do something bad to you. So if you know that you have no feelings, you can say it politely or you can ignore politely until he will move away. Helen Obino, why is it that most marriages don't last and why is it that young ladies date very old men? Happy Sunday. Thank you, Helen Obino. Happy Sunday to you too. Thank you for your question. Yeah, most marriages are not lasting. There are many reasons. I've just mentioned some of them. Money is a big problem. And friends. And obviously the reasons why people got married. These two people got married because of... It was not for marriage. It was just a formality to be in love with each other, to be seen to be married. So people marry for wrong reasons. And maybe the man doesn't understand what is marriage. The lady also doesn't understand what is marriage. They have never read any book about a good marriage. They have no idea what is marriage about, what marriage is all about. There are men who marry and think marriage is about sex every day. Finally, I will have sex every day. And when they get there, they discover that it's not about sex. It's about being honest and responsible and working hard, going to work every day, spending your own money on somebody and in the family. So all these things, again, it goes back to money. And people are not patient enough to make the relationship grow. People are not patient enough to make the relationship grow. These days, somebody just does something, one mistake, and you get a first warning. Second mistake, and somebody is planning for a divorce. And thirdly is, the other reason is of course, people get married these days with an option of divorce. So there's divorce all the time. There's if in case things don't work, people are preparing, people are dating, people are marrying, but also divorce is there. So it's already there. They have it as an option. Other than working out on finding the solutions for the things that is affecting both of them as a man and as a woman in that relationship, for them their first option is let us divorce, let us separate, and everyone live on their own. So if people can put the option of divorce aside, let us work on this thing. Let us work on these children. Let us deal with our communication issues. Let us become responsible in the way we talk and treat each other. Let us become friends. And that takes time. Relationships, to build a relationship, it takes a very long time, more than 7 years together in the same roof to finally get the bond. In fact, people get that bond after 10 good years. Finally, after 10 years, but many people these days are not patient enough to wait for all those 10 years. The second question, why the young ladies date very old men, they have their reasons. Mostly, again, is because of money. And they assume that an old man is much more responsible, more mature, understands has experience with love and relationship. So they have their reasons why they go for them. I can't speak for them. They know why. But each one has a specific reason. Nicole, how can you do to understand a guy really loves you, Mr. Benjamin? My name is Benjamin. Nicole, actions. What the man is doing to you will tell you that he is a serious person and he loves you. Check on my timeline today at the end of this video, the video which I shared the other day. A man who really loves you, respects you, gives you peace of mind. Let me check that video again. Let me search for it. I will show you that video right now. Not showing you, but I will tell you some of the 7 signs that a man really, really loves you. I'm going to my inbox right now. I hope you are enjoying the show so far, so good. In fact, I'm going to copy paste the answer for your question there, Nicole, on the comment section. Look at these reasons and tell me what do you think. Right now in the comments there. So how do you know that a man truly loves you? In those reasons, if I go through them quickly, Nicole, where are you? I'm losing Nicole. Where is Nicole? Yes. In that list which I've just copy pasted, number one reason to know that a man really loves, he respects you. And then I mentioned that his actions are very important. In that video, I talked about a man loves you, truly loves you if he doesn't put you on mixed signals. You don't know whether he loves you or he doesn't like. He doesn't put you on mixed. You know that you're sure where this relationship is heading to. The other sign is he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman the way he talks to you, the way he responds to you, the way he deals with you. He's a gentleman even to his own family members. Very important. How he treats his mother, how he treats his own brothers. He's a gentleman. And also, I mentioned something on that video to do with he is concerned about you, about your life, about what you're going through. He's not always about sex. Every time he opens his mouth, after 2 minutes, 20 minutes, is the topic and the talk is heading to sex. He's concerned about your family members. If you have a child or children, he's concerned about them, wants to know what's going on at work. That kind of a person really loves you. And I also say that most important thing to know that he really loves you, he makes you a better person. If you met him this year, when you look back the last 9 months, you have become a better woman. When you look back 2 years ago compared to before you met him, you have become a better person. And that's what we want. You start a relationship to get all these things. Somebody who can make you better, a better person in dealing with issues, and generally a happier person. If you have found that person, then that person really loves you. Okay. Finally, Letsike. Why love is like this? You love the person and she's not love you the way you want, but keep on telling he love you. Why? Yeah, Letsike, it happens. Thank you for your question. It happens because you are allowing him to do that. If the person is not treating you the way you want to be treated, and you're still together with him, then sadly I normally say it's you take a bigger blame. You have accepted to be treated like that. Stop the affair. Jemima Rose, is it possible for a man to abstain for 2 years? I'm not so sure. I don't know. Bella, what can a couple do to improve their communication skills? Thank you so much for your question. I really appreciate that. Improving communication skills is a learning process. There are books available. People don't read books these days. There is online information about how to become a good communicator, especially when you're in a relationship. People still don't read that. There are more than 10,000 YouTube videos on how to communicate very well with another person. Such two people also do not watch those videos. So in short, what I'm trying to say, these couples need information. They need to learn. They need to read. They need to watch. And everything that they are. In fact, a couple can sit down and watch a video together on how to become good in communicating. And after watching the video, if it's 10 minutes or 20 minutes, then they can ask each other questions. What did you learn from this guy's video? And then they try to understand both of them have learned something. Or they can have a book, a specific book about communication, and they read separately chapter 1 and prepare one day after an amazing sex together, talk about that chapter 1. That way you're improving your communication skills, because communication is everything in this world. The reason why you're seated there watching and listening to me for more than 54, 55 minutes is because I'm trying to communicate. It's a learning process that you have to do over and over again. But for these couples that you're asking about, to improve your communication skills, you need to improve especially your listening skills. Listening is the mother of communication. Don't just listen to answer, listen to understand. Just listen to understand, not to reply. Your wife tells you this or your boyfriend tells you this, you want to reply, but you have not understood why they are telling you all these things. People should listen to understand, not listen to answer. Otherwise, if somebody wanted an answer, they could have told you, I'm telling you all this, I need an answer. But just listen. Listening is everything. So I hope Bella and the rest of those people who are struggling in communication, they will try to do something about it, read a lot, and watch a lot of videos about communication. Is it true that the problems can keep your partner away from you? Yes and no. The answer is yes and no, depending on the problem. Depending on the problem, if it's a problem about money, it can really, really keep him away. In fact, no money in a man's life, he might not even have sex with you. Money is a problem in this world. So it depends. And health also can keep somebody away from you. Their job, the nature of their job. There are many reasons. So it can yes and no. But when people are using excuses, there are people who use excuses that they have issues, but it's just an excuse to stay away from you. That's why I say this a yes and no. Benedict Omara, is it right to marry a lady who does not honor your parents, Benjamin? That's a very interesting question. Does not honor your parents. What exactly does she do? Yes, we want ladies, or a man wants a lady who will respect. A man wants a lady who will respect his parents. But on the other hand, some parents don't deserve respect. So, I agree with you, it's not good. It's not good for somebody to disrespect your parent. But if they are disrespecting them, they should tell you why. If my wife tells me I don't want to talk to your mother, I will ask her why. Let's find out the reasons why. They could be having genuine reason why they don't respect your parents. Or you as Benedict, again, you could be so close to your mother, so close to your family, that you're neglecting her. So such a lady can be smart enough and say, hey, you know what, Benedict doesn't value me. I think his sisters and his mother are so close to him. Why should I respect them? And he doesn't respect me and my time and attention. So look at it in the surrounding of you as Benedict. What are you doing to make this lady not to respect the parents? After looking at yourself, then look at your parents. What are they doing? What are they saying that makes this lady not to respect them? And then finally, back to your question now, some ladies, yes, they may not respect your parents, and if they have no reason why they're not respecting them, then it's not right today. That's not a good lady for you. You deserve another lady who respects you together with your family members. Remember, when you get married, you will have in-laws. You don't get married to one person. There are other family members in this story, and there's no way you will avoid them. Okay. Finally, I'm winding up. Shamim, can a man testing a woman by ignoring her, stopping communication without any problem between sending your number to another man dating her? If somebody ignores you, Shamim, without any reason, then he's a joker. He's not serious. That's not testing. He's not testing. He's just being a joker. So when somebody does that to you, tell him, I think you are still growing up. I cannot go on with this kind of behavior. If you keep on ignoring me and then come back later on, I don't do those games. I've never done those games. Tell the guy, please, politely, find another lady that you can be disappearing and then come back. Disappear and come back. That is a joke. That's a joke. When I do that to a lady, I'm just joking with her. I'm not testing her. Sila Prof. Silas Prof. Okay, thank you. Shafiq Jr. Why would someone choose age over true love? Because honestly, I'm so upset to hear someone looking for love and puts conditions. Yet love is unconditional. Shafiq Jr., thank you for your question. It's not really conditions. It's just what people prefer. As I said in my video in the past few days, as you grow older, you should reduce your list of requirements. Otherwise, if your list is still too long, be prepared to be alone for a long time. It reaches a stage there you have to reduce the number. Have 5 things that you really want in a man and focus on that, or 5 things you want in a lady and focus on that. Otherwise, everyone has some certain conditions that they want from a person they want to date. Annette, Benjamin, how can I know that my husband is changed because he hurt me before, but now he's telling me that I forgive him? What can I do? Annette, Robin, I don't know what he did to you. And I also don't know if he has changed. So you know the person more than all of us. The only solution or the only way to find out is to give him at least 3 months. Give him 3 months of trying to find out if he has really changed. In those 3 months, if you discover there is nothing, or he still has certain habits that he never changed, then don't go back. Don't go back. Sylvia, thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I wish to go on, but we are winding up. Have you enjoyed the session? Have you shared the video? Have you tagged your friend? Would you like to watch another video again next Sunday, same time? Let me know in the comment section what you thought about this presentation today. If you're watching for the first time, I hope you like and follow this page. Subscribe to this YouTube channel that you see there on the caption, so that next Sunday you don't miss the session again. Mamake, I'm a single young man. I'm in a long distance relationship, but the guy knew I'm in love with him. So sometimes we chat, sometimes we don't. I think I'm on the point of giving up this cause I can't go on with this relationship. He's not my baby daddy. I think I'm not lucky in falling in love. Sorry about that, Mamaki Griffins. Yeah, it happens, especially if you are a parent and you meet somebody on long distance. It's a big gamble. It's a huge gamble that you're putting yourself into. I'm sorry to say, don't expect too much. If you're in the same situation as Mamake Griffins, don't expect so much. And if it's long distance, in fact, don't expect too much from this person. I would rather, when you're a parent, have plans of being together. That would be serious. And it should be shorter. It should be a short plan, not taking too long. But I'm sorry to say, don't expect too much from such a person. These people will tell you that I will love you with a child. The men who normally say that, I don't know. I'm just being, if I'm being unfair, most men just tell you, I will, no problem. Children are blessings. No. Children and a man and being together with you, they are only a blessing if he will not be involved in any way in supporting that child, because very, very few men are willing to do that. And the father is still alive. The father is there. The real father is alive. Very few will do that. So that means the people you will meet, you as Mamake and the rest of the ladies in this situation, they will just be jokers. They will be using you, and eventually, after they are done with you, move to another person. As I said in last video, don't again. Don't think that having a child with him will be the solution for everything. Do not do that. Don't rush. Don't have a baby too soon again. Take your time. You already have a baby. You already have children. You are not rushing to have a child. Take your time. Please, ladies, the way I tell my sisters and my cousins and my friends and the people who are watching all the time, take your time. You already have a child. Take your time before you make another child, in the name of love, in the name of being married, in the name of having a father figure. Just take your sweet time as you enjoy the journey of raising your child. Just take your time. I don't know if I'm making sense to any lady watching me right now. Take your time. Ngazi, what comes a problem to partners who need much attention without even considering that you're doing that at a particular time? Ngazi Tina, if somebody wants attention a lot, tell them that you are busy and you are tired, you need to rest, and agree when they can look for you or talk to you. You need both of you to agree with the time to talk and share the time together. You need time. You need to talk about it, when he can call you and when he cannot call you. Otherwise, you cannot give attention to someone all the time. Claire, thank you so much for your question. How can you deal with a rude coworker? In my YouTube video, in fact, I've done a video on how to deal with very bad coworkers. It's there. So click on the link you will see on this video today. Open my YouTube channel, Benjamin Junior Bogonko. Search for that video, how to deal with bad coworkers. It's a very short video, actually. Very short video. Let me check. I did that video last year, and as I always say, at work, if you're working 5 days a week, and you're not happy, your life will be very stressful. You might either change your job or complain to your bosses. Have evidence. In that video I said, have the evidence that this person is rude to me, this is what he says, this is what he does to me. You talk to the higher bosses so that he knows what he's doing is not okay, is not right. So just check on my YouTube video. I hope it will help you. That's your assignment. Search Benjamin Junior Bogonko and you will see that video. It's a very short video, but I give practical examples. If somebody is rude to you at work, there are mechanisms of solving it by raising this to the bosses in that company. Badi Timari, how do you know? Also in my YouTube channel, please go to my YouTube today. How to know that someone is ready to settle down. I've talked about it. It's there. Easiest way is they have actions. They have a plan that you know by December, by next year, April, there's engagement, there is a proposal, there is meeting your family. There's a plan that is going on. If there's no plan, it's just, but you know, I need time, you know, I need time, you know, I need, no. No, if you are over 28 years again as a lady, when a man is telling you I need time, no, he's saying I need time as you are keeping me busy giving me the sex until I find the right person for me. In the meantime, you're not the right person that I want to settle with. But if the man is under 30 years, then he can have all excuses. You can allow him. But if over 30 and he's taking you for more than 2 years and telling you, but you know, but you know, buddy to marry, but you know, no. I don't know. But check on my YouTube. I say people want to settle down. They have a specific plan that you will know, and they will tell you, this is what I want to do with you. Precious Shana, if you have a boyfriend and you keep on hiding his profile picture and his status, what does it mean? I'm confused. Precious Shana, thank you so much for your question. I don't know why he's hiding them. Please talk about it with him. Sometimes people do not want to expose or share what is going on social media. This is social media. Don't use it to determine if you're in love or if you're not in love, because social media is not a gauging. You can't gauge if somebody is serious unless you are a high school student or a college student. Then you can use social media to confirm if somebody is serious with you. Serious people are serious with actions, not on social media, but what they tell you, how they deal with the problems affecting the two of you, and they don't need to announce and publicize to 5,000 strangers that they are in love. Otherwise, I don't believe in using social media to know that you are in love. How many married people have you seen online posting their beautiful families, but they live as two bad enemies in the house? Very unfortunate. Millions of them. Finally, let me see. Gabriela, I got a man widowed with 3 kids. We stayed together for some months, but the guy just decided to show his true colors, and I decided to quit. But now he wants me back. My question is, how can I know he is serious? Gabriela Ronald, thank you for your question. I really don't know. Again, I mentioned earlier on, giving him chance for 3 months could be the best thing for you to do. It's just 3 months. You don't tell him, I'm giving you 3 months. You're just giving yourself 3 months to see if he has recovered, if he has changed his habits. I hope he has healed from the death of his wife. In fact, I'm planning to host men in my shows, the men who have lost their wives. I've never hosted them. I've hosted about 3 ladies whose husbands passed on, and they share their story. It can affect someone's life completely, and it might be very hard for them to recover, to understand that now this is a new life. I hope he has healed. If he has not healed, then probably he needs healing as a man, as somebody who lost a wife, which really needs process. And when I hosted those 3 ladies, the way they shared their experiences, you can tell that they are still going through a lot of pain. And even falling in love again and starting an affair becomes challenging for them. But I don't know what this guy is going through. Otherwise, if he's cheating and abusing you, then you have no reason to be together with him. Cheating and abusing, that is a no-go zone. He doesn't have to use an excuse or compare you with his late wife. He doesn't have to cheat on you because he's suffering because the wife passed away. He doesn't have to abuse you, to beat you, simply because he's still hurting. But you see, he can be hurting after losing this wife and acting this badly way to you. But I don't encourage you to go back. You can go back, but for 3 months. 3 months. Unless your life is not in danger. I'm hoping your life is not in danger. If it's an abusive person, I didn't say you go back to him. Abuser is abuser. You don't go back to somebody who beats you and abuses you. That is a no-go zone. You don't go back there, no matter how much they tell you they have changed. You don't go back there. Okay. How can you advise someone with the trust issues, massing Jenga? People who have trust issues, they need to find out what makes them to lose trust. In English, they are called triggers. What triggers you? Yeah? What triggers you to lose trust in somebody? If you know the things that triggers you to become, to lose your trust, and then you begin finding solutions for it. If it's somebody who has, somebody who is flirting with the other person or other people. If you have met somebody who likes flirting with the other people, you talk about it. You tell the person, this one does not help me, this one does not make me happy, this one makes me to lose trust in you. If you continue like this, I don't think we can be together. So in short, you're communicating, you're telling that person to stop what they're doing. And if they don't do it, then walking away from that person is another solution of having trust. Why stay with somebody that you cannot trust him or her? So communicate and tell the person what you're doing. I need to call you, I need to talk to you, I need to see you very often. If that person is hiding and is not doing all those things, then there's no point of being together. That is somebody you don't trust and you don't need him or her in your life. Finally, the last question here today. Benjamin, you skipped my question. What was it? Vikoti. Benjamin, does making love with someone who is not baby daddy affect a baby in any way? I don't think so. It doesn't affect. It doesn't affect. What affects the baby is lack of peace. If that new man is putting stress to your life, then you will transfer the stress to an innocent child. And that's how you affect the child. I hope I make sense. Some people will come to you, you have a child, and they put you under stress, and you transfer the stress to your son. That's why the child ends up becoming affected. Kefa, yes indeed. Seeking help is a sign of self-love and strength. CounselingKenya.com. Thank you so much for that. In fact, you can check out that website for that gentleman there. You never know, it might help you. Sam Willing, we have answered that one. How do you know? It's their actions. Their actions, very important. They respect you. They don't give you stress. They want you to grow. They want you to become a better person. That person really loves you. person really. Just imagine somebody who wants you to become a better person, somebody who makes you to become a better man, somebody who allows you to pursue your dreams and your goals. You want to be a businessman, you want to be a musician, you want to be a politician, you want to be a speaker like me, and gives you room to grow, actually supports you to get there. That's somebody who really loves you, but not somebody who is competing with you, somebody who is always criticizing you, laughing at you, making you feel worthless and useless. Somebody who is actually ruining your happiness that you had before you met that person. If you're not happy, compare the time that you were single before you met this person. If you're no longer happy these days, then this person doesn't love you. This person is just giving you hell. Why are you together? Somebody should make you feel good and happy. Finally, let me check on my inbox before I wind up. Any questions again in my inbox? One more question here. Kindly, Benjamin, put me in prayers. I lost my mom in Kenya and it's really stressing me. Any encouragement? I'm sorry to hear that somebody lost their parent. My heart goes to you. It's a very painful situation to find out that you have lost your parent and you're abroad. I have no kind words to make you feel better, but I will pray for you, and I hope that during these difficult times, God will offer you grace to go through these tough times. I'm really sorry about your situation, and I wish you well together with your family, but so sorry to get such news and to be where you are right now. Kindly receive my condolences. I am really, truly sorry about that situation. Jackton, if a man put more effort in a relationship than a lady, what does that one mean? If a man put more effort in a relationship than a lady, what does it mean, Jackton? Thank you for your question. It means you really love the lady, and the lady does not respect your efforts. So Jackton Otieno, why don't you reduce the effort that you're putting and tell him or tell her, I have done these things for you this year or this week or this month, but this is what you're doing to me. Is it fair? Sometimes you never know. The other person doesn't know. You tell the other person, I have done all this, but this is what you're doing to me. I don't think you're very fair. So why don't you change your habits so that we can, I don't want to feel like I'm doing too much and you're doing nothing. And then tell the person, Jackton, tell the lady, please do this to me. This will make me happy. This will make me, I'm not doing too much. In short, communicate, tell the person how you feel, and I hope the person can be able to talk back to you and change. Any other question here that I've skipped? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me company and your audience. If I did not answer any question to your satisfaction, I am truly sorry about it. I hope somebody will respond to your comment there on the questions. I am not a counselor. I am not a therapist. I just use my general knowledge and my platform, both on Facebook and YouTube, to offer this environment where both men and women can share some questions that can change their lives, make them become better. So please don't be offended in any way with my responses. I'm just learning through these answers and these questions that I'm giving and getting. Because of time, I will try to do another show next Sunday, same time, to respond to the other questions. Normally it's 1 hour. Don't feel bad that your question was not covered today. There is always another time. Next Sunday, 1 p.m. East African time. Until then, I wish you a nice week. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Have a nice morning, beautiful afternoon, and a great evening wherever you're watching me from. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for tagging your friends. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for your questions. I wish you all the best in whatever you're going through. May God offer you the best wisdom. And take care of yourself. Stay safe. And see you later on in the Meet and Mingle show at 10 p.m. East African time. Until then, have a nice Sunday and have a great week. And on Tuesday is my birthday. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.